This is not about airports. This is about power. Power over movement, power over trade, power over the global economy. 2 cities, 2 mega hubs, billions invested, decades of strategy, and only one can dominate the next era of aviation. Because in global transit, second place disappears. Airports do not just move people, they move power. The world's largest hubs are not endpoints, they are control points. Whoever holds the hub holds the flows. Passengers, cargo, capital, influence. Every year, billions of dollars cross the sky. The connections are not random. They are engineered by treaties, by fleet strategy, by the invisible hand of demand. A hub is not just a building, it is a lever. Pull it and you shift the balance of global trade. But the rules are changing. The old model was simple, hub and spoke. Gather travelers from 100 origins, funnel them through one fortress, send them out again. Each connection multiplies value. Each transfer means revenue, jobs, soft power. For decades, this model ruled the skies. Now, pressure builds. The International Air Transport Association tracks the numbers. Point-to-point traffic, direct, non-stop, unmediated, is growing at 3.2% a year. Hub-based traffic, the lifeblood of transfer giants, lags behind at 1.8%. The difference is not just arithmetic, it is existential. Because every new long-range aircraft, every new non-stop route chips away at the fortress. The value of the hub shrinks, the value of the direct flight rises. Airlines adapt. Passengers demand speed and simplicity. The world's flows start to bypass the old centers of gravity. But the stakes only grow. Asia's rise means more travelers, more trade, more competition for control. The center of demand is shifting east. The old powers are losing their grip. The new battle is not for passengers, it is for primacy. In this war, there are only 2 ways to win. Build a fortress no one can bypass, or engineer an experience no one can match. The rest will fade. Because in global aviation, the second best hub is no hub at all. Dubai plays the numbers game, sheer volume, relentless scale. The airport is a machine for moving bodies, millions each month, most never touching the city itself. In 2023, Emirates ran a network where 65% of passengers were only passing through. They arrive from Nairobi, Mumbai, Frankfurt. They connect, they leave. Every connection is revenue. Every transfer is leverage. Because in global transit, the hub that captures the transfer controls the flow. But that control is fragile. It depends on always being the shortest stop between 2 points. Singapore bets on something else, not the most connections, the most valuable ones. Changi's model is engineered, not inherited. Every inch of the terminal is designed to extract more from each traveler, faster lines, seamless transfers, high-yield retail. In 2023, Changi earned 16 Singapore dollars and 67 cents per passenger in non-aeronautical revenue. That's not an accident. It's the result of a system that turns dwell time into dollars and loyalty. But Singapore doesn't have Dubai's natural crossroads. Its reach is tighter, focused on Southeast Asia, Australia, and the Pacific. 45% of Changi's traffic is connecting. The rest is anchored by strong point-to-point demand and premium long-haul. The airport's strength is depth, not breadth. Both models have an Achilles heel. Dubai's fortress depends on the river of transfers never drying up. If passengers find a faster way, the flow drops, the fortress cracks. Singapore's edge is yield, but it faces a ceiling. There's only so much premium to extract, only so many gates to fill. Scale is limited by geography and by capacity. The tension is set. One hub chases volume at all costs, the other squeezes value from every movement. In the war for global aviation, neither model is safe. Because adaptation decides survival. Ultra-long-range aircraft redraw the map. The Airbus A350-900 ULR, the Boeing 777-9, machines built to cross continents without pausing for fuel, for connections, for anyone's hub. Their range is a weapon. London to Sydney, New York to Singapore, no stop, no transfer, no fortress in the middle. Every new non-stop route is a hole punched in the old order. Load factors must hold at 75%, 80%, even 85% for these flights to break even. Airlines gamble on premium cabins, on loyalty, on passengers willing to pay for time. If the math slips, the route dies. But if it works, the hub loses its grip. Dubai's answer is concrete. Terminal 3, already a colossus, pushes toward 150 million passengers a year. Al Maktoum International, 160 million more, waiting in the desert. New runways, new gates, a city built to move bodies at scale. Funding flows from sovereign wealth, from state-backed bonds, from the promise that volume will always be king. The risk is simple: build too much, too soon, and the traffic never comes. Build too late, and the world routes around you. Singapore bets on design. Terminal 5, 30 million more in capacity, a single-stream flow, a roof that grows green to cool the halls. Every inch optimizes movement, every system tracks, scans, predicts. Biometric boarding, AI baggage, water recycled and energy trimmed. The funding is surgical, 5 billion Singapore dollars from government, layered with private partnerships. The logic is ruthless. Extract more yield per passenger, squeeze more value from every minute spent inside. But the ceiling is real. Geography cannot be paved over. Changi's expansion is precise, not sprawling. Both cities are gambling billions. Each expansion is a wager against time, against technology, against the possibility that the next aircraft will make the fortress obsolete. Because in aviation, infrastructure is destiny. But the future does not wait for blueprints. Asia is not the future. Asia is the now. In the next decade, the world's center of gravity will not just tilt east, it will lurch. The ASEAN middle class, once counted at 250 million, is on track to double. 500 million people, new travelers, new consumers, new flows. Indonesia, Vietnam, Thailand, the Philippines. Each year, tens of millions step onto planes for the first time. Every new flyer is a vote for where the world's flows will go. Singapore sits at the mouth of this river. Changi is 4 hours from every ASEAN capital. The surge is not a forecast, it is a flood. Outbound tourism from Southeast Asia is rising at 7% a year, more than double Europe's pace. Cargo follows. Electronics, pharmaceuticals, e-commerce. Changi's cargo volumes climb 5% a year, feeding off the region's shift from low-cost to high-tech manufacturing. Every box, every suitcase, every traveler is a data point. The numbers do not lie. Demand is moving east, and the hub that catches it controls the next chapter. But history is a warning. London Heathrow once owned 30% of Europe's hub traffic. Today, it holds just 22%. The slot constraints, the political battles, the missed expansions, each one a crack. Rivals rose, traffic slipped away, and the center moved. Hubs are not forever. They are only as strong as the flows they hold. Lose the flows, lose the power. The lesson is clear. Build for volume, and you risk overreach. Build for value, and you risk being bypassed. The Asian century will crown a new center. But which model survives, the fortress of scale or the engine of yield? The answer is not written. It will be decided by the next billion journeys. The war for global aviation is not about who builds the biggest airport. It is about who captures the future of movement itself. The next ERA isn't about who moves the most people, it's about who controls the flows that shape new empires. As Asia's middle class doubles, the real war isn't for passengers, it's for power. Because in aviation, the route you hold decides the future you command.